Good morning. Thank you all for joining. We'll just give a brief moment to clear the waiting room and make sure that everybody has connected to audio. As a reminder, when you are entering from the waiting room, please do remain on mute unless or until you are speaking before the board. Good morning. This is a hearing before the Licensing Board for the City of Boston. Today is Wednesday, August 21st, 2024. Today's hearing is being held pursuant to temporary amendments to the open meeting law. That is what allows us to meet virtually. Today's hearing is being recorded and will be posted to the City of Boston's website. Before I review procedural matters, I will introduce Chairwoman of the Board, Kathleen Joyce.
Thanks, Danny. Good morning. My name is Kathleen Joyce, Chair of the Boston Licensing Board, and today I'm joined by Commissioner Liam Curran and Commissioner Kiana Saxon.
Thank you. Please do ensure that your audio and visuals are working properly. I will call each item in the order that it appears on this morning's agenda. I will then ask who is present on behalf of the applicant. You'll make a brief presentation regarding your proposal, followed by questions by the chair and commissioners. Following questions, there will be an opportunity for testimony, beginning with elected officials or their representatives. For members of the general public wishing to provide testimony, please limit your testimony to 2 minutes, and please state your name, address, and affiliation, if any. Calling the first item on this morning's agenda, item number 1, Bordeaux Boss LLC, doing business as Bordeaux, located at 52 High Street, has applied for a common victular license to be exercised on the above, approximately 1,484 square feet of a fast service market with grab-and-go retail fridge and pre-orders, 1 floor with prep kitchen, 1 ADA bathroom, 1 employee bathroom, and a retail checkout room. Manager Monisha Misra. Hours of operation 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. And the board may recall this applicant was recently approved for a retail package store license. This is for an accompanying common victular license on the same premise. Who is present on behalf of the applicant?
I'm here. I'm Monisha.
Great. Thank you very much for being with us. If you could please just briefly go over the CV concept for the board.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to be a grab and go market. We have a small area. It's about, I would say, 400 square feet with about 16 seats. That's available for grab and go for anyone who wants to sit down. And sorry, I'm at work right now. It might be a little loud. For anyone who wants to sit down and enjoy, their grab and go products. That area will also be able to be rented out for a private space in the event that someone wants to have a little meeting or celebration or something in that space as well.
Thank you for joining us today, Monisha. Can you remind me how many seats you'll have here?
We'll have 16 seats.
16. Thank you very much. I have no further questions. Commissioners Curran or Saxon?
No questions for me. Thank you.
No questions, thanks.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives?
Yes, Madam Chair, members of the board, Connor Newman with the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services. This time, the Mayor's Office would defer to the judgment of this board. Our office hosted a butters meeting on July 25th. We're unaware of any concerns at this time, but that will defer to the board. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Board will take this under advisement. Thank you very much. Calling item number 2, Saxby's PBC, doing business as Saxby's, located at 815 Columbus Ave, has applied for a common victular license to be exercised on the above 798 square foot cafe, which includes the front and back of house operations, located on level 2 of the EXP. Saxby's utilizes shared spaces such as common restrooms and janitor's closet, all on level 2. The cafe's satellite storage, located on level 0, includes dry storage and team member personal belongings lockers. Manager Lauren Wasserman. Hours of operation 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Who's present on behalf of the applicant?
Good morning. My name is Vinny Martin.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Martin. If you could please just briefly present the proposed concept to the board.
Sure. So we are a student-run coffee shop opening up in one of Northeastern's new buildings, the EXP. As we're on the second floor, we're not, will only be accessible to the, anyone who has access to that building, presumably students, faculty, and staff. No seats directly at our counter. Obviously this is a new construction on Northeastern's campus. We're also not looking at any exterior signage or anything like that.
Thank you. I'm just taking a look at this again.
Mhm.
So I missed the number of seats?
0.
No, 0 seats, okay.
Mhm.
All right, thank you. I don't have any questions. Commissioners, do you?
I do not, thank you.
No questions, thank you.
Thank you very much. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives? Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter?
So is there a way that?
The board will take this matter under advisement. Thank you.
Thank you.
Calling item number 3, VFW Parkway Restaurant Operator LLC, doing business as Sophia Italian Steakhouse, located at 1430 VFW Parkway in West Roxbury. Holder of a common victular 7-day all alcoholic beverages license has petitioned to change the DBA of the licensed business from Sophia Italian Steakhouse to Mission on Fire. Attorney Brooke Foster. Attorney Foster?
No, Wellington Augusto here, representing.
Ah, great. Mr. Augusto, please, if you could please proceed.
Yeah, we just applied to change the DBA. I mean, should have been done a while back, but unfortunately, the process with the ABCC had to move forward quickly, and they kept the same name. So once the restaurant got his DBA from the city, we need to change the names.
Okay, thanks. Just a quick question. Is the concept the same?
The concept is not the same as Sophia's now.
Okay. All right. All right, thank you. No questions. Commissioners, do you have any?
Thank you.
I do not, thank you.
No questions, thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Board will take this under advisement as well. Thank you very much for being with us, Mr. Augusto.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. Calling item number 4, Chilton Club, located at 150 to 152 Commonwealth Ave. Holder of a club all alcoholic beverages license has petitioned for a change of officers directors. Who's present on behalf of the licensee?
I'm here, Carol Bliss. I'm the general manager and COO of the Chilton Club. And this is our annual change of officers and directors after our annual meeting that we had back in the spring.
Thank you for joining us today and for the update. I don't have any questions. Commissioners, do you?
I do not, thank you.
No questions, thanks.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Board will take this under advisement as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Calling item number 5, Flatbread Boston Landing LLC, doing business as Flatbread Company, located at 76 Guest Street in Brighton. Holder of a common victular 7-day all alcoholic beverages license has petitioned to pledge the license to Icebox LLC. Attorney Dennis Quilty. Attorney Quilty.
Good morning, Attorney Green, Madam Chair, members of the board. Dennis Quilty, attorney representing the licensee. With me this morning, Thomas Keene, owner-operator of the licensee entity. You may actually remember this was before the board a couple of months ago and approved and then sent back by the ABC. This is a relatively simple matter of a refinance of an existing loan, which Mr. Keene took out with Newbury Savings Bank, I believe it was. Back in the Newburyport 5-cent savings bank, back when he first opened. This loan is to pay off that. And in that regard, the lender, which is Icebox LLC, an affiliate of the property owner, is seeking the pledge of the license to the amount of the 400, which they're providing to pay, excuse me, to pay off the Newburyport loan. And that is the extent of the application. No changes in the operations or other such matters, and we're certainly happy to take any questions.
Do you know why this was sent back by the ABCC?
I think there were classic. There were issues because the lender entity is an affiliate of the property owner, and I think they had some questions regarding, that relationship, but, whatever changes were requested, we made, and here we are back in front of you. As I said, your board has approved this. It is a relatively, simple transaction, but in any event, we're prepared to deal with whatever the ABCC questions are when we get back in front of them.
Okay, thanks very much.
Mhm.
No questions. Commissioners, do you have any?
I do not. Thank you.
None, thank you.
Thank you very much. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Board will take this under advisement as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Calling item 6, Millennium Tower Trust, located at 1 Franklin Street. Holder of a club all alcoholic beverages license has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business from Mark Malatesta to Christopher Damian. And secondly, has petitioned for approval of a management agreement between Millennium Tower Trust and the Tower Bar, Inc. Attorney Tom Miller. Attorney Miller.
Good morning, Chairman Joyce, Commissioners, Secretary Green, Tom Miller from McDermott, Quilty, Miller and Hanley in Boston, representing the licensee. I am joined today by Chris Damian, the proposed manager of record and the principal of Tower Bar, Inc., the proposed management entity here. Tower Bar, Inc. will operate the Residence Club on the 4th floor of Millennium Tower on Franklin Street. Chris has extensive experience in the food and beverage industry. He started in the industry more than 40 years ago and has owned and operated multiple successful restaurants for more than 20 years without incident or violation during that time. His experience will allow him to operate a first-class dining establishment for the benefit of the residents and their guests with a higher-end casual menu. The focus here is on creating a place where those residents and their guests can come 2 to 3 times a week and enjoy a good meal in a comfortable space. In addition to running the management entity, Chris is the proposed manager of record. He is a U.S. citizen, a resident of Boston, and has been previously approved as a manager of record by this board. As I said, he has extensive experience in the industry. He is familiar with the laws of the Commonwealth, the rules of the ABCC, and this board for the sale and service of alcohol. We want to thank you for hearing this application today, and we're happy to answer any questions you have.
Thanks, Attorney. I have no questions at this time. Commissioners, do you?
I do not. Thank you.
No questions, thank you.
Thank you very much. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Seeing none, the board will take this matter under advisement as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Calling item number 7, Unique Design Concepts LLC, doing business as Kings, located at 50A Dalton Street. Holder of a common victualler 7-day all alcoholic beverages license, has petitioned for a change of LLC managers, and secondly, has petitioned for a change in ownership interest. And Attorney Quilty, is item 8 the exact same changes?
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Yes,
what
sir.
that's what I thought. So calling item number 8 as well, Kings Bowl of Seaport LLC, doing business as Kings, located at 60 Seaport Boulevard. Holder of a common victualler 7-day all alcoholic beverages license, has also petitioned for a change of LLC managers and has also petitioned for a change in ownership interest. Attorney Quilty, once again.
Thank you again, Attorney Green, Madam Chair, members of the board. Dennis Quilty, attorney representing both entities, Unique Design Concepts LLC and Kings Bowl of Seaport LLC, both doing business as Kings, the bowling and bar and restaurant operations at these 2 locations. These are internal, if you will, housekeeping changes due mainly to the recent unfortunate passing of 2 of the 3 principals, that being Edward Sparks and Joe O'Donnell, who were basically each 1/3 owners. Mr. Lyons retains his interest, and the interests of the other gentlemen are being taken over by a holding company known as Kingpin Holdco LLC. Mr. Lyons will remain as the sole LLC manager. His interest in operational control will remain the same. And the LLC member will be this Kingpin Holdco LLC, which is comprised of a Reynolds Channel Management LP, Patrick Lyons, and SCM Holdings Co. LP. Those 3 entities will control 100%. So again, Mr. Lyons maintains his operational management arm, if you will, and the ownership beneficial interest changes to the holding company. And again, this is due in large part to the passing of these 2/3 of the people who started this company back in the day with Mr. Lyons. And other than that, there are no changes of operations or management or personnel. Again, this is a beneficial interest change and change of officers and directors only. And again, we're happy to take any of your questions.
Thanks very much. I have no questions. Commissioners, do you?
I do not. Thank you.
No questions for me. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Are there any individuals wishing to testify on items 7 or 8? Seeing
Hi,
none.
this is Laura Toledano, sorry, from Consul Flynn's office. I would like to testify on behalf of Consul Flynn on item number 8,
Mhm.
as well as item number 6 that already passed at 1 Franklin Street. He would like to go on record in support of both of this. I'm sorry I have my camera off. I have COVID, but thank you.
Thank you very much, Laura. Hope you're feeling better soon. Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on these matters? Board will take these under advisement. Thank you.
Thank you.
Calling item number 9, AMF Bowling Centers, Inc., doing business as Jillian's Billiards Club located at 145 Ipswich Street. Holder of a common victualler 7-day all alcoholic beverages license has petitioned to change the closing hour of the license from 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. Attorney Trish Farnsworth. Attorney Farnsworth.
Thank you, Attorney Green. Good morning, Madam Chair, Commissioners. Trish Farnsworth with Lawson and Whiteson. Also with me is Liam Hughes from my office. This was originally a transfer of a license that should have had a 2 a.m. closing hour, and the application went in with a midnight closing hour in error. And it wasn't picked up until now. So we're here just requesting the extension from midnight closing hour to 2 a.m. This, Jillian's Lucky Strike has been there for a number of years. It's always been a 2 a.m. license. It actually dates back to 1980. It was a nightclub and roller skating rink. Never been an issue back in the day or now currently. So we're here requesting that.
Thank you very much. No questions. Commissioners, do you have any?
None. Thank you.
No questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives?
Yes, Madam Chair, members of the board, Connor Newman with the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services. This time, the Mayor's Office would like to defer to the judgment of this board. Our office is unaware of any concerns presently, with many of the surrounding businesses having similar closing times for this area in this part of the neighborhood. With that, we'll defer to the board. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Board will take this under advisement as well. Thank you. Calling item number 10, Cardulo's Gourmet Food Shop, Inc., doing business as Cardulo's Gourmet Shop, located at 101 Seaport Boulevard. Holder of a retail package store all alcoholic beverages license has petitioned to transfer the license from the above to Good Team, Inc., doing business as Cardulo's Gourmet Shop at the same location. Pranavi Chakori, manager, closing hour 11 p.m. And secondly, the applicant has petitioned to pledge the license and inventory to Rockland Trust Company. Attorney John Moradian. Attorney Moradian.
Good morning, Attorney John Moradian, Democus Law Offices, on behalf of the applicant. Good Team Inc. is buying Cardulo's Gourmet Shop at 101 Seaport Boulevard. We're seeking a transfer of the license, approval of Pranavi Chakuri as manager of record, approval of the pledge of the license and inventory to Rockland Trust Company as they're financing the transaction, and a approval of change in the closing hour from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. This is a change in business ownership. There's no change to the store footprint or anything like that. The only change is the closing hour to 11 p.m. Pranavi is with me on the call. I thought I do see her there. She is a U.S. citizen. She's a Mass resident. She is tip certified and familiar with the rules, regulations of the ABCC, the city of Boston, and the state of Massachusetts. And lastly, the pledge of the license inventories for Rockland Trust as Rockland's financing the acquisition of the business. So with that, any questions the board has, we'll take those.
Thanks, Attorney, for that explanation. Thank you for joining us today, Mr. Corey. I don't have any questions. Commissioners, do you?
Not at this time, thank you.
None for me, thank you.
Thank you very much. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives?
Laura Toledano here. Good morning, Madam Chair and members of the board. Consul Flynn would like to go on record in support of this proposal. Thank you.
Thank you, Laura. Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? Board will take this under advisement as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
And calling item number 11, East Boston BBQ LLC, doing business as the Smoke Shop BBQ, located at 35 to 45 Lewis Street in East Boston. Has applied for a common victualler 7-day all alcoholic beverages license to be exercised on the above. Building 4, Unit C, 4,034 square foot indoor space and 2,010 square foot outdoor patio. On ground floor, in 2 rooms, seating for 102, including 1 main dining room and 1 bar room with bar seating, bar dining seats, and bar rail. Kitchen, storage, and offices located in rear. Year-round outdoor patio, weather permitting, on private property, seating for 116, patio closing hour of 11 p.m. Manager Carl McCoy, closing time 1 a.m. Attorney John Cannell. Attorney Cannell.
Good morning, Attorney Green, Commissioner Joyce, Commissioners. John P. Connell, Upton, Connell, and Devlin. It looks like one of my kids, Jack, got a hold of my Zoom laptop and changed my name to Jack, but it's John P. Connell. And I have here with me Carl McCoy, the proposed manager of record, and Andy Husbands, one of the owners. We're here. We have a beer and wine license. We've been in operation for about a year. We've applied, I believe, 3 times in the past for an all alcoholic beverage license, which more suits this concept. All 3 times in the past, we've been approved. We've shown public need. The community has supported us, but no licenses were available. So we are here to get back and see if there is one available and at least get in the queue. The proposed manager of record, Carl McCoy, he's got 15 years experience in the industry. He's a U.S. citizen, a Mass resident, and he's very familiar with the rules and regulations relating to the provision of alcoholic beverages, both with regard to the Boston Licensing Board and the ABCC. If Andy Husbands has anything to add to this and to tell the board how necessary we feel this license is, I will turn it over to him. You're on mute.
Yeah, I just asked you to unmute. Something should just pop up. There we go.
There we go. Sorry about that. Good morning, everybody. Andy Husbands of the Smoke Shop RU. I'm actually in East Boston right now, and it's been quite the year. We are happy to say we are open and doing okay. You know, this concept, I don't want to go deep into the history of barbecue and bourbon, but it's something that we really focus on. I do want to stress that we are a food first organization, and I can just tell you through we have 3 other locations that, you know, we sell about 80% food, so only 20% liquor, meaning that we are not a bar by any means. It's not what I know how to run. I know how to run restaurants. And, you know, we can just tell by comparative sales that, you know, and to be quite frank, we're not doing great here. We do okay. And that makes it challenging for us to, you know, operate well. And so we were hoping, or we would like to, you know, get this license. A little about me, just quickly. I started my restaurant career owning restaurants in the South End, one of the first to go there in 1996. I believe that my restaurant was, you know, help transform the South End to what it is today. And, you know, we've always been a community first organization. We employ within the community. Our average cooks make about $23 to $24 an hour. Our average server makes about $35 an hour. And we are what you would, well, you know, we're like your first or second job. We love to hire people that haven't necessarily been in the industry before, because we find it's a good opportunity to really train them and make them great. We hire within, we promote within, offer ESOL classes, and have a really great, you know, team here. I'm glad I answer any questions. If you want to know more about the history of bourbon and barbecues specifically.
Thank you for joining us today. I appreciate the explanation. Thank you, Attorney Cannell. The board doesn't have any all alcohol licenses available right now. I think that's public information. Would you consider upgrading to cordials at this time, or do you want to wait for an all alcohol license should they become available?
We do have cordials at this time.
We do, okay.
Yeah, the problem cordials is nice, but unfortunately, you know, one of the things that we're known for is Massachusetts' largest American whiskey list, and that doesn't make that possible here.
Okay.
And just personally, they're sweet. You know, they're really, you know, sugar based.
Okay, thank you for that. I don't have any questions for you, Commissioner Curran or Commissioner Saxon, do you?
I do not. Thank you.
None for me, thank you.
Thank you very much. Are there any individuals who would like to testify on this matter, beginning with elected officials or their representatives?
Yes, Madam Chair, members of the board, Connor Newman with the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services. This time, the Mayor's Office will defer to the judgment of this board. ONS hosted a butters meeting on July 9th. There was some concerns raised regarding, I guess, smell coming off the premises. It smells like barbecue in the neighborhood. The proponent talked about looking into some filtration improvements that could address that. There were some concerns from other butters regarding just consumption of alcohol in the area. You know, the applicant stressed that this is a restaurant first, that they would not be adding to that existing issue. And I believe they're scheduled to meet with the Maverick Central Neighborhood Association tonight. I believe that's what I have in my notes. But with that information, we'll defer to the board at the time. Thank you.
If I could just speak to that, Maverick, we thought we were on the agenda for tonight, but apparently we're not. So we're willing to be on the next agenda item out there in September. We can't seem to get the date from Maverick. We've been trying to schedule a meeting with them since June. But we are happy to meet with them. I don't know that the board needs to defer. I think we've gotten the approval of Maverick for the last 3 times that we've applied. So.
Okay. Yeah, our liaisons, I'll have our liaison get in contact with you and make sure we can figure out what's going on there. So thank you.
And if I could just say, to be clear, the alcohol concerns are concerns of ours as well. None of the smoke shops or my previous restaurants have had a liquor violation. And I think what they were referring to is, as you know, we're near the tall ship. I'm not putting blame on them, just saying it's an area where people have been outside drinking or what have you, but we've never had a direct complaint or violation on that. They are more concerned about the neighborhood and the smells we are addressing. You know, we're working on our filtration system the best we can.
Thank you very much, and thank you, Connor. Are there any other individuals who would like to testify on this matter? If none, the board will take this under advisement as well. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Those are all the items before the board this morning. The board will vote to meet tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Notice has been posted to the city's website. That will adjourn this morning's hearing. Thank you all and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thank you.